All right, Celebrity Big Brother is airing right now here on Color 10, and they are just about to close the curtain on their current third season. And I have the pleasure of being here with the longtime host of Big Brother, Julie Chen Moonves. Thanks so much for being here, Julie. How are you?
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, so just to get started, what are your overall thoughts on this season? What have you been thinking on the sidelines as you probably have the closest eye on the whole game?
I'll be honest with you. I started thinking about two and a half weeks ago, kind of early on. Should we just write Misha Tate the check now and just close up shop and just call it a day?
Yeah.
And, but then I thought, you never know. Then, Todd Bridges started winning competitions. And then, Carson, I thought, oh my gosh, the power has shifted. Misha's going to leave. This is crazy. But expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
Patrick Wall, he threw that Hail Mary pass and it connected.
Yes.
Changed the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And Shayna she couldn't defend herself. She couldn't find the right words and the right tone in this psycho swirl that was just permeating the house. It was like 8th grade bullying. It was crazy. And she was just like, I'm over it. And, I'm like, keep fighting, girl. Come on.
Yes.
Take a breath, take a bath. Just be like, oh, okay, let me, tell you how this works and how it went down. But she was just so emotional, at the end of the day, you never know how your emotions or your ego or your temper will affect your game. And that's what I think we saw happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so interesting with Shanna Moakler because I feel like there's been a lot about her online. Specifically, I've seen a lot of social media comparisons with Shanna and Janelle, which is really interesting because you have this huge heavy hitter in, the Big Brother world. And now she's getting comparisons in Celebrity Big Brother. So I thought that was kind of interesting. What are your thoughts on Shanna's exit as well as kind of Carson's play into that? Because I know in your interview, you said something that's also been all over social media, which was that Carson should have trusted actions over words, which is ultimately what got him out. So will you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I think in fairness to Carson, when you're in this bubble known as the Big Brother house and you are not familiar with the game, because I don't think he knew enough. I think he knew broad brushstrokes. It is so hard when you have a big heart like Carson does. He's a doll of a guy and you're trusting and you have personal relationships with people in the house, outside the house. So we all tend to think our own behavior and our own thinking is normal. And because I don't think Carson would ever do something that is allowed in the Big Brother house that Todrick did, which was stretch the truth and, play on emotions and feelings and relationships from outside the house, which I got to hand it to him. It was genius.
Yeah.
Carson and Cynthia, I don't think are people who would ever operate that way in the game. Even if they knew the game, maybe they would have. But in life, they couldn't. It was inconceivable to them. So it was the perfect storm for Misha and Todrick. It really was. And I think I could have been that person like Carson to be like, wait, what? And Shayna she couldn't articulate to them, here's how it works. Yes, I was giving them lip service over here, but if all that was true, why would I have saved you? If she had just stayed calm and not gotten caught up in the emotion of it all, and she was definitely, I think, it was like everybody against her.
Yeah.
It was an uphill battle to climb. It was, I don't know if I could have defended myself. And I hosted the show. It was just not, it was not her time. It was not Carson's time. Hindsight is 2020.
Absolutely.
And, Carson got big brothered.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I have to know, what were your thoughts on Chris Kattan's personal choice to leave the game?
I respected it. I thought, here's a guy who I really don't think I don't think anybody, even Uber fans, like Shayna, Chris Kirkpatrick, and Todrick, even people who have watched so many seasons, if not every season, you really don't know what you're signing up for. And then you take Chris Katan, who probably was told again in, you know, broad brushstrokes and said, here are all the old seasons, watch all of them if you have the time and the interest. I really don't think he knew. It just wasn't for him.
Right.
You know, and at the end of the day, you got to respect someone's decision to, you got to do what's right for them spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, everything, all of the above.
So. Absolutely. Okay. So final question. Let's be honest. It's probably going to be Todrick and Misha at the end. I would be really shocked if it's not, right? Who do you think takes it?
I think how can Misha not take it?
Yeah.
I mean, if you just look at the scorecard of I won this. Oh yeah. And also that. And at clutch times. But then if you're Todrick, you say, yeah, but she was about to go bye-bye. And I, you know, you may not respect me as a human being, but you can respect my gameplay. Like I swung it around for her. She wouldn't be here without me. And how many points do I get for that? And I don't think the jury, they have as much reason to, in their minds, to be mad at Misha as they do against Todrick. So that's going to work, I think, against Todrick because, you know, jury management is very important in this game.
Yeah. Well, I'm very excited to see how this finale plays out. Julie, where can we find you online and where can we find Big Brother online?
Ooh, you can find me online on Instagram, Julie Chen Moonves, and then Big Brother online. Well, I think you have to go to, I guess, Paramount Plus. I don't know. That question's above my pay grade.
Well, perfect.
Tom, I have no idea. It's changed so much.
Yes, perfect. Well, you guys can find them on social media at Big Brother CBS. And then as Julie said, on Paramount Plus and CBS.com. Julie, this has been such a pleasure. Thank you so much. You guys can catch the finale of Celebrity Big Brother right here on Color 10 Wednesday night starting at 7 o'clock. Thank you, Julie.
My pleasure. Thank you.